Hi, welcome to 2019. Kyle and I have upped our bleacher game for our annual discussion of the year previous to this current year. That's the easiest way to say that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Kyle, how was, 2018?
2018. Man, I don't know.
Yeah, same.
What's your general impression of 2018?
That it wasn't great,
Yeah, I guess mine too.
but like games were okay.
Yeah.
But well, it's weird because everyone's been saying like, oh, it's the best year in video games since 1998 or whatever. And then when I was trying to make my own personal like top 10 games, I got to like 4 games, and I was like, all right, I'm
gonna say the
good.
same. I think there were 4 good ones.
Yeah.
Whatever
So-
4 you think. There's like 4.
Whatever 4. Yeah.
There are only 4 good ones.
You're all right. Your
Yes.
own 4 is what were the good ones. Yeah. I don't know. I guess eventually we could talk about our top whatever.
Sure.
But like, yeah. I don't know. What was your favorite thing that happened in 2018 at all?
Okay, my favorite thing that happened in 2018 was that... Well, I don't know.
I don't know either.
You mean like personally, or like...
Yeah.
Or like this is like a really funny music video we all watched?
This Is America was good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Easy A had a big year. Easy Allies had a big year. We finally hit 50. We started looking for a studio. You all shall see the studio that we got in, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks if all goes well.
As you can see, under construction.
Yeah, we're working on it. This is like the foundation for the new.
It's going to have a nice slope to it.
Yeah, it's called a raked stage. It's... we actually have to take the chairs out. Those are just temporary, so we have somewhere to sit during construction.
Easy Allies had a weird year, actually, because it's the first time we ever, like, really dipped.
Yeah, when was that? That was like... Was that after E3?
I think we had a post-E3 dip.
I
think it was before E3. I think it was like an April dip.
Yeah, we had a dip, and then that's when we did the... we did like a fundraiser of sorts.
Yeah.
And then that really like skyrocketed us.
Mm-hmm.
We announced new tiers, new stuff, and yeah.
It was the better stuff before E3 fundraiser.
That helped, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then it went back up, yeah. And then it's been perfect ever since, no problems.
Not a single one.
Not a problem.
We've had dips. We've had dips beneath 50 even. One dip beneath 50.
Yeah. But, in the spirit of, staying above 50, we kept looking for the studio even though you all betrayed us. And then we got it. We found it. We have it. And now, once you see it, I think it's going to be smooth sailing. Now that we have terrifying financial obligations, everything is going to be fine.
Nothing makes me happier, though, when Jones says it's like the proudest achievement of his career.
Yeah.
It's like, all right.
I kind of feel the same way, honestly. Like, it's a weird thing because in a lot of ways, Easy Allies is, similar in a lot of ways to game trailers, right?
Yes.
But I care so much more about it. I mean, obviously because it's ours, and just like every little thing really does feel like something we can be proud of. And it's really cool because I feel like people, like patrons and subscribers and stuff, can be proud of it too, because like they're the ones paying us,
Yeah, I guess that. Yeah. It was like a worthy investment.
Yeah.
If we bombed in a year, you would have felt bad that you gave us any money in the first place.
Yeah.
I kind of get that impression. Sure.
But
it's all working out.
So it feels super good. We can't, I don't know how much we're talking about it before we actually get in there, but like we've got some really cool stuff happening for this studio. Construction,
Yeah.
Spending cash to try to make it great. And it's really exciting. But yeah, we want to keep a lot of that as a surprise, so we won't talk about it too much. But anyway, so that was a favorite moment of 2018 for sure for us in Easy Allies. I'm trying to think of like what my favorite movie was even. I liked The Favorite a lot.
That's not your favorite movie, though.
Yeah, probably not. But I can't, I haven't done that episode of Reaction Shots yet. So, like, I haven't thought about movies.
Ian, have you ever seen a movie, a comedy in an independent theater where everyone is desperate to laugh at it?
Yeah.
That was the favorite.
Really?
Yeah, I did not see that coming. Just watching a movie at the ArcLight, and just, like, people, like, really want to chuckle like, I'm in on this joke.
I get it. Right, yeah. You got to prove that you understand.
And it's just like, Emma Stone makes a glance. The first
Look at
time
me laughing.
The first time that phenomenon happened to me was Broken Flowers, Bill Murray.
Sure.
Really, like, sad movie.
Yeah, not really a funny movie.
Yeah, it was in a college town, saw it at, like, an independent theater, and everyone just, like, wanted to laugh hard at it. And I looked around like them, like, with crazy people. Like, they're demonstrating their own humor.
Yeah.
It freaked me out. So the favorites like that, if you're going to go see it in a theater, watch out for laughers.
Not my experience, actually. I think there were some genuine laughs in there. My theater was quiet unless it was a weird, funny moment, which I liked. I saw it at the Landmark, though, so it was very, fancy.
I don't know the Landmark.
The Landmark? You don't know the Landmark? I mean, they're a chain of upscale, fancy-ass theaters.
I was just thinking about the scene where they're throwing oranges at the guy who's naked and just, like, cupping his junk.
Yeah.
And how, like, I wonder who... I believe that is a thing that people did.
I'm sure it is.
And I just wonder who keeps track of that. Who writes that down as it was.
Yeah.
So that later on when we make a movie, we can be, like, accurate about it.
Yeah, like Lord Withington, who's like some like minor duke or whatever, however that works, like wrote in his journal one day, like, we all threw rotten tomatoes at Reginald, and it was a good time. And then now it's in the favorite.
Yeah. And, like, that seems so weird to us, but I'm positive, like, we're doing stuff that's so weird to our future generations.
I think about that a lot, especially around this time of year where it's like, what things now? Because I remember, like, anytime I hear a song from the 90s or whatever, I think to myself, my God, you remember when this is all we had? Like, Long December and it's easy to believe. Like, that's the song that just came out. It's like Counting Crows or whatever, and we're all like, yeah, okay, this is... We'll take it because it's the best we have. Like, it's like this is what's happening right now. And I wonder what things now,
maybe this year will be better than the last.
What a ridiculous song.
It's good. It's appropriate for this video.
Yeah. Maybe this year will be better than the last. Who the hell knows?
2019? Oh, it's going to be.
It's definitely going to be a year of interesting new changes. Yeah, I mean, right now I feel like shooting this video, it's what, January 3rd?
Yeah.
And you're still in the post-holiday lull, where like you haven't remembered quite what life is like yet. If you were fortunate enough to have a break over the holidays, as we both did, which I understand is not a given, But like, I was gone for, 3 weeks or something. I did like a month's worth of work beforehand, and like, this is the first episode I've had to cut in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever.
Oh, yeah, you got to get back into this.
Got to get back into the swang. And then we've got, like, awards videos and all kinds of, like, January, like, kicks off. But there's, like, a 4 or 5 day gap before things get, like, you're still shaking off the rust. And I feel like we're in that lull right now, so I can't even, like, picture. Like, next week, crazy things could happen. Isn't the government, like, shut down right now?
Government's still shut down.
Like, that's weird. That's a weird thing.
Just this morning, Nancy Pelosi became the Speaker of the House.
Is that good? Is that bad? I don't even know. That's probably bad, right?
It's not bad. It's
I assume just anything happening is bad.
It's a lot of things. I wouldn't call it bad.
Okay.
There was a baby screeching during her speech, and she goes, look at this, a future voice. Ha ha ha. Isn't that beautiful? Ha ha ha. But then, like, the baby kept crying, and you could tell it was distracting her from what she was trying to say. And then finally someone just like, okay, I have to take my baby out of
here.
The
Nancy
House
Pelosi
of Representatives. Like,
calling me out.
Why is your baby in there? Your baby doesn't know what's happening.
That's like if a baby was in the favorite. I'd be like, why did you do this? Why did you take a child into the favorite?
There was a baby in the favorite.
When you were watching it?
Oh,
in the audience.
In the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the rabble.
I've definitely been in movies where a baby doesn't make sense, and I think it's just that parent wants to just chill out for a sec. I kind of get it.
I honestly can't remember who Nancy Pelosi is. Is she a Democrat or Republican?
She is. She's a Democrat. She's from California.
Oh. Well, then that's probably okay.
Yeah.
That's good then.
She's got some policies. We're not getting into those.
We're not getting into it. Easy Allies, we stay generally unpolitical. Except for when it accidentally comes up in every year in these videos.
Well,
that Kyle and I do.
It's weird because like that is strictly like a lot of people go like, oh, why'd you have to get political when you're just like you're just talking about society? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like political is specifically pertains to policies.
Politics.
Yes,
Yeah.
to like laws and the people around them.
Like if we're like, hey, women are people, that's not getting political. That's
not
just
politics.
like, fuck you.
Sorry, that's not politics.
Yeah, that's just like actual things.
But talking about Nancy Pelosi and what she believes, that's politics.
And I don't really have an interest.
Okay.
We kind of just accidentally got into it because I was not remembering who that was.
Yeah.
Although Kamala Harris sent me an email over the break.
Ooh.
Saying like happy holidays, and I was like, you are a badass.
She has your email address and she sent one to you personally.
Yeah, me personally.
Wow.
I imagine she didn't send that to anyone else.
I didn't get one.
Well, there you go.
Dear Ian. Happy holidays.
It's me. It's me, Kamala.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool.
Anyway, these bleachers are from something called the Rose Parade, which I imagine has something to do with sports.
Kind of. I don't know which came first, the Rose Bowl or the Rose Parade. But, you know, it's that parade where all the floats are only made of flowers.
And if it's a bowl,
Right
I
down that
imagine
street.
it's football?
Yeah, the bowl's football.
Is football the only one that has bowls? And why are they called that?
You know what? I kind of think it is.
Are the trophies bowls? Why are they called bowls?
I'm sure it was at one point. Like, you could just get like a big old
I'm freaking out right now.
metal
Super
dish.
Bowl,
Yep.
Rose Bowl,
Mm-hmm.
probably other ones.
Is it the PlayStation Fiesta Bowl? PlayStation sponsors a bowl. There's a lot. There's like 25 bowls.
PlayStation, at least PlayStation's doing something.
I think you would like it, though, because the Rose Bowl is like the stadium, basically, and they have like a flea market up there where there's just like lots of weird things.
During the football game?
No, like when there's no football.
So like we could
Once
go
a
to the
month.
Rose Bowl right now?
Once a month. Yeah, we could like go and be in those bleachers next year.
Dang. Probably they wouldn't let us in.
I don't think
just
they would
in
let us
there.
into that one.
These are just unguarded bleachers.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a team of men tearing down another set identical to this, not 100 yards down the street.
Yeah, we're next up.
We're next. So if this video goes too long, you know, we'll just suddenly drop.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll go like, oh, sorry, we didn't know you were on there.
They
'cause
pull out the bottom pieces first.
They take the bottom out first. Yeah, it's easier, faster. Anyway, video games, whatever. PlayStation's not doing E3. That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Pachter thinks it's a mistake, apparently.
Whoa. What are you reading?
I don't know. My Google Discover just like sends me news from time to time. And
That's
it was
funny.
like, Michael Pachter thinks it's a mistake.
I feel like you're abandoning the premise of recapping 2018, though.
Why?
That's 2019.
It happened in 2018.
But Michael Pachter's talking about it in 2019.
Well, I can't remember when I read that article.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
All right, 2018 in video games.
2018 in video games.
We had like, so the Switch came out, had a bonkers first year with Mario and Zelda, and I think we expected a bonkers second year, and really, it was Pokemon and Smash Bros. And that was it.
Mario Party was a cute little blip there, too.
It's a cute little blip. Can't give it anything more than that.
Yeah. It kind of fell off quickly, Mario Party.
Yeah.
Like, I played it a lot for like a week and a half. And then I was like, I don't have the emotional fortitude.
And it's only 4 maps.
Yeah, needs more maps.
I feel like very quickly we learned that just like the entire, all 80 gimmicks of the Joy-Cons were abandoned quickly. And we just want to play video games, you know?
Yeah. But I will say that gimmick-wise, the Joy-Con gimmicks probably are better on the whole than the Wii Remote gimmicks. Would you agree with
In
that?
functionality and like how well they work?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the technology, like we're there now.
Yeah, I just kind of like, I hate
More
like
or less.
the marble game where it's like, how many marbles are in the
Oh,
Wii
yeah,
Joy-Con? It's
good
like,
Lord.
none. No marbles.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of little vibrations.
You really killed the magic for me there, Kyle.
Makes me.
I thought there were a bunch of marbles in the Joy-Con. I was like,
How
why
many
did they
ice
do
cubes?
this?
There's no ice cubes. It doesn't feel like that. So that was
They're
that.
trying their best.
They're not. They just should have made controllers.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like the HD rumble. Sometimes it's like, ooh, that was a good one.
I'm realizing this is probably the most sun that either of us has gotten in at least weeks.
That's why I got my hood up.
Yeah. I want to take my jacket off because I'm so warm, but then I would have more sun on more skin, and I didn't put on sunscreen.
This amount of sun in January is offensive to where we come from.
No, it isn't.
Yes, to upstate New York.
To where we come. I thought you meant to L.A.
No.
Yeah. No, I was in Orlando for a week where it rained about, I don't know, 50% of the time, and then just for family vacation, Disney World, whatever. And then I went back home to Minnesota/Wisconsin, and did not see the sun one time.
Whoa.
In the Midwest. Not once.
That's kind of cool.
One time it almost peeked through the clouds, but that's winter. I would get so seasonally depressed when I lived in Chicago in the Midwest, where it's you literally pretty much just don't see the actual sun for 7 months.
Yeah. I miss that. That's balance. That's balance to the force.
And your skin gets all dry.
Yep.
And it snows and it's beautiful. And you go outside and you go, huh.
It's like Starburst fave reds, you know what I mean? You can't just have reds.
Oh, no. Red is actually my least favorite Starburst.
Well, that's just wrong.
What's your favorite? Reds?
Reds. Red is my favorite.
What do I like? I like pinks.
A Starburst is hard for me now, or it's just that's just a big chewy chunk.
It's too much.
Of just sugar. Skittles I'm fine with for some reason.
Skittles gets too much, but the threshold is slightly higher.
Oh yeah, you love Skittles too.
I love Skittles.
Yeah,
but
okay.
Third or fourth bag, you're like, all right, Skittles.
Time for 2 more, and then I'm done.
Eat my Skittles, it's the sweetest in the middle.
What's that?
You like eating pussy, Kyle?
What's the Skittles song? Is that from a woman?
It's Beyonce.
Oh, okay.
2019.
It's the sweetest in the middle?
Yeah. Turn that cherry out.
That's not true, though, Beyonce. They're sweetest on the outside, and then the inside is just the chewy part.
Skittles?
Of a Skittle.
Oh, I was of the vagina? I'd say the vagina is sweetest in the middle.
I have a lot to say about this. I'm not going to.
The whole thing is pretty good. Skittles, though, because the flavor differentiation is on the outside.
Right.
And then it's just weird grainy sugar on the inside.
Right. If that was the only Skittles, it wouldn't taste like anything.
Yeah. Do you think they've ever done because they keep trying weird stuff. They should do nightmare Skittles, which have the inside and the outside, and they're just these formless gray nightmare blobs, and I guess they'd have to hold it together with that weird plasticky casing around pills that they do.
Yeah. I'm in for nightmare Skittles.
Otherwise it would just escape.
Because the bag can't get hot or it'll become one big glob.
Yeah.
But I'm in.
Skittles can't withstand that sort of heat.
Nightmare Skittles. I'm in.
I'm in.
Print them.
Because all you want is the sugar. It's not about the flavor.
I realized that the reason why I'm at a loss for 2018 is it was so much box peak for me.
Yeah, I want to talk about that actually. What are your feelings? How do you feel?
I feel it's just become automatic to me. It's not a thing I even think about, right?
Totally automatic?
Yeah.
Like the Pointer Sisters?
I don't know this one.
It's a song.
We'll sing it.
Totally automatic. That's all I can remember right now.
Yeah. I feel
that song is great.
You're hearing a promo for a classic rock station, and that's one that slips in.
Yeah. I'm totally automatic.
Sweet home Alabama.
Yeah.
That's how they do it.
So anyway, Box Peak, you're on autopilot, and that's why it's suffering creatively?
Yeah. It's become a normal part of my life. It was weird, last January, 1 year ago,
yeah,
when we did one of these,
yeah,
I was considering bailing on it,
On Box Peak?
Yeah.
Wow.
But then, last January is when I first made the intro. I made that first, minute-long thing.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, I can do this. This is just going to take a few months. If this thing took 3 weeks,
yeah,
then the whole series
20 seconds.
will surely just take a few months. I'm not sure what the thought process was there. But yeah, I think since moving here, it's the hardest I've worked on anything creatively.
Since moving to LA?
Yeah.
Which was how many years ago?
10 years ago, yeah.
You've been here 10?
10 years.
I've been here 8.
I have a big tanner.
Wow, congrats.
Yep.
You made it.
Made it 10
decade.
years.
I think I'm at 8.
And nothing's stopping me so
Uh-huh.
far.
Yeah, knock on bleacher. There's wood here.
Wood and metal.
Wood and metal. That's all it is. That's all it takes to make bleachers. And a studio.
So, like, I guess the steel is, like, because you don't want splinters on your butt. But, like, I'd rather sit on wood.
Yeah, steel. I find steel bleachers to be more kind of experientially interesting because if it's cold out, you get a little bit of that, like, ooh, my ass is so cold right now. Ooh, life is
I'm
interesting.
getting a chilly butt right now.
Yeah, it keeps life interesting. I'm all just about, like, interest,
Yes.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
Break up the monotony of not having a cold butt sometimes.
Yes. I just thought of Natalie Portman saying a weird word and then saying no one's ever said that word in this spot ever in all time.
Oh,
And at a time in my life thinking, pretty cool.
Natalie. Natalie seems smart. Went to Harvard.
Yeah. Found a husband who's a choreographer,
Yeah.
who was married, had a baby.
She was in a Aronofsky movie and didn't come out dating him. Who knew that was possible?
Is that like he's like known for this?
It's happened a couple of times, I think.
Oh, okay.
He and Javier Bardem are very happy now.
That's a good job.
But Boxpeak, how do you feel about the response?
I feel like a different person. I feel like, like
Really?
it was, imagine like the Winter Olympics last year and I'm just like working on that thing.
Yeah.
And so I just feel like that I can't I'm not that, I don't know. It feels so weird. It feels like I've just put so many hours into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do feel like there's been like a shift in my own like personality. I mean, that could have been the antidepressants, to be fair. Probably can't blame it all on Boxpeak. But yeah, I don't know.
A combination of the two. You
absolutely.
do. I have sensed a shift in you actually over the last year or two.
What sort of shift?
Man, I don't. Calmness maybe, but like, well, not a calmness. It's like your energy seems less frenetic, I guess.
Whoa.
More focused.
Okay. A focused energy.
Not as like, I don't know, tired. Maybe tired is what it is.
That's funny. Wait, more tired?
More
I feel tired.
Yeah, more tired.
Oh, okay, yeah, I feel tired all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, great. Yeah, that's what I am.
Tired.
Yeah, 2018 to me was the tired year.
Tired year.
Yeah.
The year of tiredness.
Mm.
It's funny, within Easy Allies trying to do, like, we did that Western, and it came out and did, like, okay numbers.
Yeah.
And, like, it's a little disappointing, I guess, but I still am happy that I did it,
Yes.
Because I think the way that YouTube's algorithm works is it doesn't, because of our channel structure and having, like, shows that, like, Tabletop gets 2,000 views and then a review gets 200,000 views.
Yeah.
And then YouTube is like, what is this channel? Because it doesn't understand that Patreons are a thing. And then it just doesn't serve videos or something.
Right. It assumes that our subs, how many of them there are, they don't
Almost 200,000 now.
They don't want to see
I think.
Tabletop, it thinks. It's like, oh, I'm not even going to show that to you.
Right.
Don't worry about it. But, like, hey, if you want to, like, make fun of this guy's Spider-Man costumes video, check this out.
Go for it.
Yeah. I'm happy with how the mandatory update did.
Oh, yeah.
That
I
was
think
cool.
it might. I think it very quickly became the most popular Easy Update. I mean, I haven't looked.
Did you ever think about who those people are who comment and said, like, I missed this, whereas, like, when it was new, mandatory update would get, like, 18K?
Yeah, it would get 18K, and the comments were largely toxic.
Yeah.
And, like, to the point that we would make a joke at the beginning of the show about not reading the comments. Like, and now this one has, like, more than 1,000 comments when I last checked, which is, I don't know, like a few days ago. But, like, I think, like, 5 of them were negative.
Yeah.
The one comment that confused me the most was, if you keep doing this, bring back the writer's room because this improv just isn't working. And I was just like, what? Like, it had the literal exact same structure as Old Man Ups.
And very little improv.
And, like, almost no improv. like every part of like thanks, I guess, that you think we're that good at improv. Like
Sure.
I could just improv a news joke. But what is writing other than just slow improv, you know?
Yeah. Well, improv you can't take back, and so I like that about
Yeah.
writing. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, you know what, that sucked. Let
You're
me
like,
do it.
yeah, like a day later you can be like, no.
Yeah.
No. Like that thing about cunnilingus I said a minute ago, like probably in editing I would have maybe softened the blow.
Yeah, but you don't want to do jump cuts in this kind of thing.
Nah. Maybe I'll bleep it. Nah. There's nothing to be ashamed of.
You should bleep cunnilingus. If anywhere needs to be bleeped, it's that one. What a fancy word for what that is. Is that word like? Is it something else as well?
Cunnilingus?
Yes.
That's what it is.
Like what a strange long
Administering
word.
oral sex to a vagina, I believe, is cunnilingus.
Isn't that weird?
Fellatio is the penile equivalent.
Okay.
Like
I guess both
like,
get fancy words.
They're fancy. Yeah. It's a fancy activity. What can I say? 2019.
But I just feel like it's like a Freaks and Geeks situation, like a Family Guy, where like you take it away and then people like it more.
Yeah.
Maybe it's that.
I think that for sure that was a part of it. Also, just like I think it felt really good for us doing it again.
Yes.
Whereas like doing it every week you definitely started to feel the burn after a while,
Yeah, that's why Mandatory Updates Nights started.
Yeah. Well, and because Elise was leaving or whatever, but
it turns out she was in a bunch of those.
Yeah. So wait a minute.
It was
Why
just
did we
like
start doing nights?
if you couldn't produce an episode that week, you just did a nights.
Oh, right.
You couldn't do the writing.
If there wasn't enough time, yeah. Yeah, because at first nights wasn't an everyday thing; it was just a sometimes thing. I think the first time it started was when we were in like Vegas, or one of those trips.
That's funny.
And
Yeah,
we were
'cause you had
all in
the
like
DJ.
a weird hotel room, and
Yes.
like Huber's weird friend Matisse was being DJ Tanner, playing royalty free. I just logged him into extreme music or whatever, and I was like, "Go nuts!
Yeah.
Don't speak."
And it worked.
And it was, yeah. But it's funny, like, and maybe you don't want to talk about it, but like, because the people are always like, Man Up's brought out the requisite like, oh, do Final Bossman again, blah 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 comments, and it's like, I know that Final Bossman took a huge like toll on you,
Right.
and then it's like Box Peak seems to be also taking this huge toll on you,
Yeah.
and I just like
Feels good.
feels good.
You take it away from them, they're gonna want it even more when it comes back.
Don't say when it comes back, because now they're thinking it's gonna come back.
Box Peak's not coming back.
I meant the other one, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Box Peak dead.
Box Peak's dead.
Cliffhanger.
Demand
All
it.
cliffhangers.
Please demand it.
Yeah. But who knows what we'll do this year? It'll be pretty nuts. What was your favorite game of this year? Tetris
Spider-Man.
Effect? Spider-Man. Okay.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
I don't have the feelings that people have with Tetris Effect. I feel bad.
Talk about that.
So
Unpack
Tetris
that.
Effect is probably going to be in my like top 7. But
You
like
have a top 7?
I haven't really hammered this out yet.
Yeah.
But
I
like
have a Google Keep document that has like 4 games and then a space and then like
Google Keep?
4 other documents or things. Google Keep.
What is Google Keep?
It's a note-taking app
Oh.
by Google that I angrily replaced Evernote with.
Yeah, keep is such a strange word. So Tetris Effect to a lot of people is just like experiential, like man, it's more than Tetris, it's more than getting lines. And then to me it's not. It's just about getting lines, about optimization, just hammering through it. Like I went to a friend's house who said that the jazz level is his favorite, and like that's not even a rare opinion, it turns out. And the jazz level is horrendous. It's awful.
I haven't tried it yet. I need to play Tetris Effect. It's one of my blind spots, 2018 blind spots.
Mm-hmm. And so I think that to people who aren't used
Hold
to
this for a second.
I think to people who aren't used to like just doing great at Tetris, who don't care about a high score, like to them it's just like, wow, this is something. To me it's a good game. Hey, great game, cool songs, but like I'm not feeling the experience, you know?
To be clear, you just said that you don't like Tetris Effect because you're used to getting a huge score in Tetris.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I think that everybody who likes that game is kind of a noob.
So I'll love it.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, huh? Why did you like Spider-Man so much?
Oh, because, like, it's real. I don't know. You just get to be Spider-Man.
That you do.
It's just, it's amazing to me how well it works.
Yeah.
Just, like, being on the top of a building punching a guy and, like, that you exist in this city. You could, like, drop down and hang out with him.
Yeah.
It's what I imagine. It's like when I played Spider-Man on PS1 and, like, the ground is all fog. I'm like, man, what if you could go down there? And, like, I guess you kind of can in the PS2 ones, but it's, like, not right. You know, it's like an abandoned city almost. It's like, this is pretty sparse. So, yeah, just to have, like, it's just the game fully realized in the way that it is. It's so exciting.
I mean, the city is one of the best video game cities I've seen. The fact that they recorded voice lines for if he's swinging or not.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Mind-blowing to me.
Yeah.
The thing with Spider-Man, I think I said this before, but I don't remember if it was on video, is like Spider-Man and God of War to me, it's like everything works so well that you don't notice how hard making that game probably was. Whereas with Red Dead, things always seem like they're on the verge of breaking, so you appreciate how hard it was to make that game, and it seems like the game was harder to make because of that, you know?
And it probably was. It was.
It was
safe
hard
to
in
say
different
that game
ways,
was
I'm
harder
sure.
to make.
Different ways.
Yeah.
I mean, making games at all is this Herculean effort.
Here's the thing. I think we talked about this last year where it's just like I have an argument against this game, and I don't know if I'll bring it up because Jones loves it so much. Like, it bothers me how much shooting there is in Red Dead when they made no effort to make shooting fun.
Yeah.
Shooting is L2 to auto lock, and then you raise up a little bit and press R2.
Yeah. Unless, for me, shooting is that only when I'm out of Deadeye, and shooting otherwise is, take some chewing tobacco, and then just Deadeye.
Yeah.
And then, take some more chewing tobacco.
It's astounding to me, like, how, like, just in the basic game design, there's just no effort to make that part of the game fun.
I watched a video. I actually didn't change the settings because I just use Deadeye all the time.
Uh-huh.
But, like, I saw a video about how to make, like, all the settings to change to make the shooting, like, decent.
Oh, that's funny.
And it's, like, pretty funny that the videos. I think it was by Boomstick Gaming or something. But, yeah.
Is Boomstick Gaming the one that got copied from?
Ripped off, yeah.
Cool. All right, Boomstick, stay
Who, like,
in there.
shows up in our comments and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's like he watches our stuff.
Neat.
But yeah, Red Dead is good.
It's like, it's not, though. Like, there are good parts of it.
Yeah.
But, like, I can't look someone who's just like, yeah, I have a good time shooting in that game. It's like, you, like, have a good time fishing. Like, I get people who like to fish. My mom loves to fish. But it's like, fishing isn't a good game. It's stupid. It's
Your mom likes to fish?
She loves to fish.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Fishing is a relaxing time, I guess. I did it as a child, and I was like, okay, I tried this out. You know?
Yeah. Hey, if you like Red Dead as a relaxing hobby, I get it. But
that's actually something, because as I was trying to slog through the bastard last night, and Omar was watching me play, and he's like, oh, are you doing all this side stuff? I'm like, yeah, the ones I care about, but he's like, oh, you got to do the Strauss stuff, like the money lending stuff. And I'm like, I do not care. I don't want us to have money. I'm not doing those.
Yep.
And he's like, and I, you know, and then like part of it is because I have to beat it before the 10th when we have to lock in nominations, and then I'm going to get spoiled on everything.
Yes.
And it's like, there is a bit of pressure to finish it. And Red Dead is a game where, like, if you don't have a block of 2 hours or more to play it, it's an infuriating game to me because I feel like I need to be in that headspace and take the time to play it. And if I'm being rushed, you can't enjoy it. Like, it's not a just, like, hop in, play a mission, and leave kind of game to me, at least.
Yeah.
Maybe to some people it is. But the things I do love about it are, like, yeah, a lot of the side quest stuff, a lot of the just, like, hanging out in the world. And I actually do really like Arthur Morgan.
Yeah.
I think his character is really interesting and good.
I'm with you. It's super hard to make an open world protagonist interesting.
Yes.
Who, like, shoots people, and they did it. They did it.
They did it. Like, that, to me, Arthur Morgan is the crowning achievement of so far.
I'm with you. I'm with you there.
I think I just beat Chapter 6. I don't know. But, like, yeah, so I haven't finished the game yet. But, yeah, so far Arthur Morgan is the highlight for me. I like Sadie. She's out of her mind. I like it. Charlotte, this lady up in the Northeast, was cool. Just kind of chill.
But there's
Hamish.
there's moments in that game where it's like it wants to be an action game. It's very clearly trying to have action elements.
Yeah.
And it's like doesn't hold up. And it's like why are you attempting this?
Yeah.
It's like Garth Brooks doing pop songs. Like why are you're not good at this. This isn't the thing that you're doing.
Don't do that.
You didn't have to make this scene. None of this had to happen.
Well, and like the funny thing too with just the nature of open world games is like I'm doing some big emotional, it's like this emotional thing. It's the letterbox, but I'm controlling the speed of the horse. This music is playing, tra-la-la.
I like that stuff, actually.
Big dramatic stuff.
Yeah.
I like it too, but then like some like guy from Butcher's Creek or whatever, like some dude with overalls and no shirt like tries to walk in front of my horse and then is like like during this emotional thing, and I'm like that's an open world game. Like you can't
have both.
You can't control it. To a certain extent. Like I'm like, here's this big emotional moment, and then this like country guy is just like watch it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right. What can you do? Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead
2.
Redemption 2. An achievement.
Yeah.
Forgive me for being rude about it.
No, yeah. Here's the thing. Like, I feel like you and I sometimes have to be the ones that are just like, yeah, but though.
Yeah, it's funny. I did a stream recently where I was playing some indie games, and like I wasn't feeling Into the Breach, and I wasn't feeling.
Dude, I played Into the Breach. Maybe I didn't play it enough. I played it for like an hour, and I was just like, okay, but like it's solid. But I'm like, why is everyone losing their mind about this game?
That was my exact feeling. And like that game, I'm not here to trash on, right?
No,
I'm ready to trash on Red Dead all day long.
Happy they exist.
Yes. Into the Breach, no quarrel, as Huber would say.
No quarrel.
But like,
but I don't understand the reaction.
I don't get it.
People went gaga for that game.
I'm like a little suspicious of them. I think people just like to like find a thing and then like an indie thing. Do you know what I mean?
Sometimes I wonder if that's the case.
Like it's good. Hey, Into the Breach, good game.
Very good. Solid.
Great foundations. But like, is it like?
There wasn't anything that surprised me in it. I guess. Like I was just like it was incongruous with the reaction people were having.
Right.
And I didn't understand.
I think that's exactly it. Yeah.
That's happened a few times this year to me actually, where like people like lose their marbles, and I'm like, okay, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Celeste to a certain extent.
I hear you with that.
I haven't quite beaten it yet. I'm on like the last level, I think, but like I'm like, okay, it's good.
I have the same feeling with Celeste. Is that like
everyone was like the story is so moving, and I'm like
Yeah.
the missing was way more impactful to me.
Right.
But it's not bad. It's like obviously a really, really, really good game.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, okay, but it's not like, I guess this is a feeling. Sometimes I worry about myself.
Okay.
That because this is a feeling I have a lot in life. Is like, are my standards like too picky or something? Because like people will have these reactions and feel this joy, and obviously I don't want to detract from that. I want to encourage and nourish that. But like people have these huge reactions to stuff, and I just don't. Like people were saying like Red Dead made them like weep.
Yeah.
And I could definitely see that happening, but it did not do that for me. At least not so far. I mean, granted, I haven't finished the 8 epilogues, but like,
Yeah.
God of War got me pretty close, I think, which was pretty startling.
I think I had no emotional reaction to any point in Red Dead.
Yeah.
But like,
I think there were 3 or 4 where I was just like, oh.
at the same time, like I'll like cry at a commercial where a dad is nice to his daughter.
Yeah.
So like, I don't think it's a certain like wall of emotional. You know what I mean? It's just like it's vibes. You know what I mean? It's all about connecting with a thing.
That's the thing. Is like I think, and that's one of the great things about video games. Is like obviously I'm going to connect to the missing in a way that a lot of people might not, and like, I'm not going to necessarily connect to Red Dead in the same way. Although I did care for Arthur Morgan way more than I thought I would.
Cool.
I did not expect to care about Kratos.
Yeah.
And boy,
Mm-hmm.
what's his name?
Atreus.
Atreus?
Mm-hmm.
Atrium? I did not expect to care about them as much as I did, and I super did, And like, yeah. Or like Spider-Man had some very emotional moments.
Yeah.
That, you know, I didn't care about as much as like you and Jones maybe, but like definitely I was like, all right. I was a little bummed Spider-Man didn't take more chances.
I hear you.
Like they played it basically to the T on comics.
Yeah.
And I'm
I
just
mean,
like, why even tease some of the stuff they teased just to like not have it happen?
And I thought Miles was pretty weak after playing through the game. And I didn't get his addition. I didn't get that version of him. But it's like even more apparent after seeing Into the Spider-Verse, like
Which
how
I have not yet seen.
Okay.
I've heard it's great.
Yeah. Like it's just like it's a bad version of Miles Morales, and it's like openly apparent now like how good that could be, how compelling that character could be.
Yeah.
And so yeah, like I wouldn't. It makes me like dislike the story of Spider-Man. It's like why is this even an element in this? What does it say about Peter Parker himself? You know, it's I don't know.
Yeah, I guess thinking about the narrative in that framework where it's like how is this bolstering or affecting our protagonist?
Yeah.
And it kind of doesn't.
Yeah.
It just feels like, oh, we needed to set up the next game.
It feels like that, and it's just something they did for the entirety of this game.
Yeah.
From even the promotions, where it's just like, Miles, come on. It's like you add that at the end of your trailer.
Right, to make people go, oh!
Yeah.
Like, yeah, literally they're just setting up Spider-Man 2 where you do co-op or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, that'll be sweet.
I actually get him from a gameplay perspective. I get why it's cool to have to do stealth missions.
Yeah.
To give you an appreciation of the power Spider-Man has.
Yeah.
Gameplay-wise, I get it. Story-wise, don't get it. I don't get it.
Although, on the same token, you know, I hear someone in the comments being like, right, but God of War did the same thing, where it's like, this is basically just a prelude to the sequel.
Yeah.
Like,
I would knock God of War stories for a lot of same reasons, actually.
But to me, it feels... I don't know. I mean, I'm very excited by God. Like, I loved God of War, and I did not expect to love God of War. Like, it kind of blows my mind.
Yeah. But, like, think of Thor's kids. Can't remember their names.
Fenrir, or no. That's somebody else.
I feel like they were added simply for the sake of, like, oh, we need some bosses. We need somebody who's low stakes. We can't add Thor already. We got to save him. Yeah. And it felt like a lot of the game was like saving people. Where you just have these 7 characters
Odin
alone.
And that weird eagle thing, like giant eagle thing.
Oh, that totally felt like, we're just saving that for a sequel. Yeah, exactly.
But like, how dope is it going to be, though?
Right. I can't be mad. I can't be mad about them for saving cool stuff for sequels, but I do think it makes it weaker narratively on its own.
Yeah.
Because you're right, it is going to be really cool when all those things pay off. You want to wrap this up? I just heard a sigh.
No, I'm just thinking.
What made you sigh?
My neck hurts a lot.
Oh, okay. All right. That means it's time to wrap this up.
No, it's hurt for a few days. I was playing Switch on the plane in a weird position. The Missing, one of my favorite games of this year. Really surprising game. Also, like, the power of a narrative. Narratives in games don't often, like, get me to that extent, just because I think, I don't know, for me, games, the way games do narrative doesn't always mesh with how I feel like I want them to.
Yeah, same.
But the way The Missing did it kind of worked in a strange way, and even subject matter aside, I just think it was very well done. And it's a huge testament to the narrative of The Missing that a game can be that irritating to play with like such kind of like not well optimized gameplay, and I didn't drop it like a hot rock. Because that is the kind of thing I will so do.
Yeah.
I have no tolerance for poorly made games.
Mm-hmm.
Not that The Missing is poorly made necessarily. It just seems like I wish Swery had way more money.
Yeah.
Also, how many times, like, I know it's a joke, but, like, they say we need more money in that exact phrasing so many times in Red Dead that how would they not realize that it became, like, a self-parody?
Yeah, I'm sure they thought it was thematic.
Yeah.
I think they don't give us credit. I think they think we're dumb and that we'll lose their themes, and so they just drill it into us because we're not well-versed.
They drilled it in so much that I wanted to shoot Dutch in the goddamn head.
Yeah.
Like,
and I'm sure the writer would be like,
3.
yeah, that's what I wanted. I wanted you to think that's
right.
Like, okay,
and it's like,
all
I
right.
immediately understood that Dutch was a loser. Like, I get it.
Ugh.
But anyway, The Missing is incredible. Return of the Obra Dinn is super good.
How far are you in that?
I am not yet done with it. I've unlocked every chapter except for the secret last one.
Right, where you have to get everything before you can get that one.
Right, and the game is like, you can leave the boat now, and I'm like, I'm not leaving the boat. I gotta find all these fates. I can't remember the number exactly, but I think there are 60, and I think I was in the 30s or 40s.
So I'll tell you my
before break.
frustration with that one.
Yeah.
Let's say there's a scenario where you've stopped time,
Yeah.
and you see a guy who's like on fire. He's got a sword pointed at him by another guy, and he's on top of like a bunch of spikes. And it's like, how did he die? It's like, shut up, game. You're being ambiguous.
Yeah. He's on fire and he got spiked.
Yeah. And he's
like-
about to get started hit by the sword. I don't know how he died.
Yeah. One guy I remember in particular was like standing here,
Yeah.
and then a cannon accidentally went off, and then he's just gone. And I'm like, okay, so is that shot by a cannon,
Mm-hmm.
drowned overboard, like crushed? Like, yeah, what was that?
Yeah. And the game's like, I won't tell you until you get 3 more right. It's like, oh, dude.
Yeah.
And then my second question is, do you follow smoke for the entire game?
Yeah, more
That's
or
like my
less.
least favorite part is like following the smoke and the music's like boom, do, 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 do. And it's just like, I know where we're going. I was just here.
I was just there. Yeah. Yeah.
It seems like super repetitive in unnecessary ways to me.
Yeah.
I guess the following the smoke is to give you context of where you are
Where
in the
you
scenario.
are. I think it's trying to orient you in space.
I agree with that. It's
I
just
think that
why
was
does
why
the
they
smoke
did
have
that.
to take extra steps?
Why does it take
Why
extra?
smoke?
Yeah, that. And like you have to follow it.
Yeah.
Like if
yeah.
it's looping
I
around the
did.
thing, you have to. Like I was waiting for the smoke at
Yeah.
where I knew it was going one
Uh-huh.
time, and it didn't get there, and I was like, oh my god.
You got to
really?
look around the corner. It's like, here I am. Like, come
Yeah.
on, smoke. Come on.
Yeah, it's like we're already here, smoke.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Cool concept, though.
Oh, I mean, incredible game, and like
Yeah.
the visual style is so neat. Yeah, very cool game. And yeah, I don't know. What are you looking forward to in 2019?
I think you have to explain to the audience what you just did there.
I was just making sure it was recording and had battery and everything.
Oh, okay. I thought about that. I thought about like if we weren't recording, like we would just do like another better version of this very same show.
Nah.
Like kind of talk about the same things, but snappier and funnier. Looking forward to more Box Peak. Looking forward to cool stuff happening on the Switch. Looking forward to the PlayStation 5 announcement. Next gen is going to be coming soon. Like we're going to have to deal with all that excitement again.
I saw a thing called the Mad Box.
Right.
Some weird announcement today about a next gen console coming out in 3 years that's going to be better than everything. And my initial, maybe I'm jaded, and maybe it like, because obviously it does not have to be just the 3 big boys making consoles.
Yeah.
But like, the slope seems insurmountable to scale for a new entrant into the console wars.
Well, I think their idea, Madbox, is just to do VR.
Well, my impression was that they were saying it's so powerful it can do VR and
Gotcha.
it'll work with a Vive or an Oculus out of the box, which to me is basically just they're trying Steambox again, because that's just a computer.
Yeah. Man, I thought Steambox was going to be huge.
Me too.
I totally called that one wrong.
I thought it had a chance anyway. More than Ouya anyhow.
Yeah. Man, yeah, I messed that one up. I thought Amazon would have a games console. I messed that one up too.
Google was like toying with it.
I think Google still might.
Here's the thing. I think that Google is toying with it, but by the time they would put it out, streaming games is going to be viable enough that...
Well, that's their whole idea. They're
Right.
they're streaming Assassin's Creed right now.
Yeah. I mean, I guess what I mean is like their console will be, the size of a Roku and
Yeah.
just be for streaming games.
Yeah, but it'll have a cool controller.
Oh, probably.
We'll have like buttons that are like green and red and yellow
Yeah.
and blue.
And just little O's. And the whole controller will be a touch screen. The
Ugh.
entire controller.
I really thought we were going that way a generation ago. Tablets were so hot. Everybody's going to tablets. You need a second screen for all your games.
There was I downloaded the Red Dead 2 app and just never opened it. Where it can be the map or whatever.
Huh? You could do that. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it like follows you in real time.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And I bet it's not popular. I bet
You can just use it like a map. I read an interesting article years and years ago, probably like 10, 13 years ago maybe, like about how tactile buttons are good, and like how everyone thinks the future is going to be just like waving your hands around in the air to like type on invisible, intangible keyboards and stuff.
Nice. I'm into that.
Well, this guy was like, that probably won't happen because people like to touch things.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant in the air we get to like press
Right,
buttons.
that's what he's saying. Is
okay.
like, that's what in the movies future is like that. Like
Yeah.
Minority Report, you go zzz, and like it just knows what you want somehow.
But he does have gloves in Minority Report, and I want to believe they give him the sensation of pressing buttons.
Ooh, yeah, I bet you're right.
He's got those.
Haptic feedback.
Yeah.
Sekiro's gonna be cool. Did you see that Miyazaki basically apologized for the Deracine Blood-Borne Easter eggs?
No.
Saying, like, it was not our intention to get your hopes up for Blood-Borne.
Oh.
We just love Blood-Borne, and we put these Easter eggs in there, but we're sorry. And everyone's just like, dang.
Yeah, that hurts. Because those were firm winks.
Yeah.
Those were very overt winks.
But, yeah, he straight up basically just said, like, unless it's like a triple blind at this point, where it's like, we're not making Blood-Borne because they so are.
Yeah. Well, that'd be nice.
But
Sekiro,
it'll be,
though, like, why? Yeah, you got a whole new game.
Yeah. You got to wait for after Sekiro to railroad it with Blood-Borne too.
I think 2019 is going to be just super crazy. I think we'll look back at 2018 like, what were we even excited about?
Right. Well, that's like right now I'm looking back at 2018 and I'm like, what were we even excited about?
Monster Hunter World.
Monster Hunter World
the year
was
started off
so
really nice with
good.
Monster Hunter World. I think it would have been a worse year without Monster Hunter World in it.
It would be a worse reality without Monster Hunter World in it.
Yeah.
God, that game is good. And like they announced the expansion and it's not coming out until like the fall.
2019, that's absurd.
It's like, yes.
I think they kind of
take
effed that
the
up.
time.
I don't know.
No, dude, I'm like, that's basically like a second game. Like, come on. G rank, baby. But yeah, 2019 will be really cool. I think for Easy Allies, it's going to be really cool.
Yep.
I'm hopeful for the future and terrified at all at once. I think that it'll be a good time. And I think as long as we have each other. And then this will be the year they finally release National Treasure 3.
Wait, what do you mean finally release it? Like they shot it already?
Yeah.
It's like it's shot, it's ready to go, but we're not ready for it yet?
Yeah. They realized after they shot it that it's this like crystalline masterpiece that humanity cannot comprehend yet.
Yes.
We don't deserve it.
Too many truths.
2019.
2019, they're finally going to release it. Bye,
everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks for letting us do this weird stuff.
Thank you. We love you.
Never thought I'd be on the Rose Bowl bleachers. Parade bleachers.
Rose Bowl, roseparade.com, bleachers.biz.
Just talking nonsense for like an hour and a half, it feels like.
54 minutes.
Oh, that was a breezy 54 minutes then.
Yeah.
Wait, the opposite.
Wait, the opposite. You hated this.
This was torturous.
But the cops didn't yell at us.
Yeah, nice. Oh, here they come.